morning and welcome to Chalmette High School on this beautiful day. This is a wonderful ceremony that you're about to see. Not real fancy, but it gives us an opportunity to recognize students who have been singled out for awards for many different reasons. A terrific teen has to be specifically nominated for this by a teacher. The teacher can only nominate one student. As you will hear and read in your program, the reason for each nomination must be expressed in writing by the teacher. A terrific teen may be the best student or the hardest worker. The student who always does his best or is now beginning to do his best. The student who has a great attitude or has the most talent. In short, there are many avenues to becoming a terrific teen. And whatever your nomination is for, congratulations to you this morning. I want to thank you, the parents, for sending your students to Chalmette High School, and I mean that sincerely. We're very happy to have young people like this in our school, and it comes from the parents. We know that. So to begin, we're going to deviate a little bit from the program as it's printed. We're going to have Mr. Charles Kassar, who is a supervisor in charge of a lot of cultural affairs and a lot of other things he does also. And he'll introduce our guest with us today.
Thank you, Mr. Warner, and good morning to everyone, especially all of you terrific teens. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that the men and women sitting on this stage were once young people just like you. Those people who were viewed by adults as having great potential, willingness, drive to serve and to make the community a better place. And you're being celebrated today because you helped to make Chalmette High School a wonderful place. And it's wonderful because of young people like you. Mr. Will Schneider was once one of you, just like you, sitting in the small theater rather than the big theater, being celebrated as a terrific teen. And we'll start with Mr. Schneider, and it's my privilege to introduce all of the people who are on our stage as guests. Miss Melissa Moynan, Miss Carol Munt, Assistant Principal, beloved by all. Obviously, the father of Chalmette High School, Mr. Wayne Warner. Mr. Terrence Petrie. Dr. Donald Duplanche. Mrs. Dorothy Hills. Mrs. Elizabeth Frost. And Ms. Charlene Aberdeen. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce again Miss Melissa Moynan, who is going to share with you her thoughts on terrific teens.
Thank you and welcome everyone. So there are many opportunities for recognition here at Chalmette High School, but few are as grand as the Terrific Teen Award. This award is given to students who have demonstrated the ability to live by our school's motto of being respectful, responsible, and positive, an endeavor that is more easily said than done. You see, it takes practice and commitment to excellence to meet these standards regularly, even for adults. And yet here we sit among 58 young people, all who have demonstrated the maturity, wisdom, and self-discipline to meet our motto's 3 components. Many people have asked, what makes a terrific teen terrific? Using Chalmette High Standard as a guide, we can say that, number 1, the terrific teen is respectful. He is at the very least courteous to others, and he acts in obedience towards his elders. Number 2, the terrific teen is responsible. He takes care of himself in his environment, and he works diligently as a student. And finally, the terrific teen is positive. Every day he triumphs over challenges and hardships with a smile, and he chooses to see the world for all of its opportunity. As you will soon see, recognition for the Terrific Teen Award is given for many reasons, each as unique as the person who receives it. However, one thing is for certain. The Terrific Teen strives towards excellence in all areas and seeks to become not only a great student, but a polite, caring, and well-rounded individual. The Terrific Teen brings our school's motto to life, embodying respectfulness, responsibility, and positivity. Congratulations to you, the families of our terrific teams, and congratulations to our terrific teens.
Thank you, Mrs. Moynihan, and it's now my privilege to introduce to you a gentleman who really helped make terrific kids and terrific teens a reality within our community. Help me welcome, please, Dr. Donald Duplanche.
Thank you, Mr. Cassar. On behalf of the Kiwanis Club and Ms. Shelly Aberdeen and Mr. Terrence Petrie, I get to speak to you guys today. It has been over 20 years since we started the programs in the school. Terrific Kids and Terrific Teens is a playoff of that. And it's been a wonderful program. And every time I come to talk, I kind of come blind first and just see what's going on, and then I kind of make my speech from there. I noticed when I was looking at the program, Mr. Cassar talked about people that have been up here that, that did well when they were younger, like you guys are doing, and achieved things and got to certain places in their life. There's a person who's being recognized. The last name is Simon. I happen to go to school with, I guess, whoever it is, his aunt, because I noticed Mr. Simon over there. And we grew up in the lower 9th Ward, and we went to St. Marie's Catholic School, which no longer kind of exists. And, when you look at your life and you look back and you put a lot of effort into getting where you've gotten. And all the studying and all the work that you're doing and all the things that got you here, I give you a little motivation to keep doing it, because you're looking at somebody in front of you that pretty much started off just like you guys, okay? And went to school and studied hard, did the right things, pretty much played pretty much by the rules his whole life. Got a little crazy in college, but pretty much stuck to the rules. And I became a veterinarian, and then I was able to make a certain amount of money to where I didn't have to work, and I have other people to work for me. I made a duck hunt this morning, and now I'm talking to you guys. So I am living the American dream, okay? If you don't think the American dream exists, it still exists. And there's a lot of people that don't want to put the effort, don't want to work, so you can pass right on by them, okay? And just do your thing. Because it's there. It's still there, the grasp and so on. You looking, again, I used to say this, I've been talking at schools now for 30 years with 4-H and so on, and I try to motivate kids by telling them this, because they're looking at me like, I'm somebody that came from who knows, uptown, let's say, huh? But I'm a regular guy just like you guys, and, you work hard. Now, don't forget to bring people along with you. Now, you got to help, and you got to, encourage others to come with you. I don't know that I did all of that when I was young. Like, I kind of maybe was a little more into myself. But now that I'm older, I try to give back and, encourage people in the community. And that, when you drive up to the school now, even though we went through Katrina, and last year I went through Isaac, so I had 11 foot of water in my house last year. Those are things that happen. You just move on. But this is a beautiful facility. It's going to be the best facility probably in the state of Louisiana when it's finished. I mean, how can you not be positive at Shellman High School? You know what I'm saying? So take advantage of what's given to you, but also make your own way. And I'm telling you, if you keep hustling and you keep going, it's there for you, okay? It is there. Nobody can stop you. And you can have a great life. I mean, life's not all about money. And I don't want to put the emphasis on money all the time. You want to pick something you want to do that you really like, too, okay? So you got to keep that in mind, because if not, it works against each other. But it is kind of nice to, not have to work, okay, guys? I can tell you that. It's very nice. So if you want to work that, I'm 60 years old. If you want to work for that goal, work for that goal, okay? I encourage it very much. But again, congratulations to you. This is not a small honor. It's a big honor. and grow from it. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents. It's lovely to see whole families walk in, grandma on up, recognizing a student. I mean, you just think about that. If that's not motivation enough, then I'm not too sure what is. But, work off of that. We're not all put in the same situations. We're not all put in the greatest families and all of this kind of stuff. Okay, we all come from different places, but you can shake all of that, and you can be your own individual, and you can make your way. Okay, there's no question about that. And there's plenty of people around that want to help you. Okay, so congratulations. And I want to introduce Ms. Dorothy Hills next. I can do it, Charles. From Chalmette Refining. From the Kiwanis standpoint, Chalmette Refining gives us $10,000 a year to put on these programs and to motivate kids in our parish. To me, that's a great thing. Okay, so Ms. Dorothy Hills is a representative of Chalmette Refining.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. D. I just want to say, first of all, I like to always congratulate our terrific teams, and normally I'm congratulating terrific kids, but like Don said, that the terrific teams is a break off from terrific kids, and we're just proud to be a part of this program. I hold Chalmette High School very special in my heart. All three of my kids graduated from Chalmette High School. My son Jonathan graduated with Mr. Well, and this is just a wonderful place to be educated, and the staff here is wonderful. I've known Mr. Warner and Ms. Munt for a very long time, and as Dr. D said, it is an honor to be selected, to be looked upon as the best of the best. And I just want to encourage you, as he said, to go out and set your goals high and work hard to exceed them. Don't become discouraged to the degree that you will give up. Things are not always going to go the way you expect them, but if you continue to expect and you continue to work toward them, you're going to reach the finishing line and you're going to reach your goal. But you just have to continue to push forward. To the parents, grandparents, and family members who came out to support them today, we just want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here, because you have to realize that when they come up on the stage and they look out and they see that you're here supporting them, that just adds to the award that they're given today. So we don't take it lightly that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to be here. I have my co-worker with me today, Miss Elizabeth Ellison Frost, and you may see her in the community also, giving back to the community. And I just want to say, on behalf of Chalmette Refining, we are proud to be a part of this program, and we'd like to say congratulations and thank you.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to introduce each of these terrific teams to you. And if you'll look in the program, you'll see that each teacher made a comment about his or her nominee, and I get to read those to you today and celebrate with these teens. And I'd like to say to them right now, they're the reason I like to come to work every day. They are terrific teens at our school. Brianna Ashe is a student who displays model behavior. She is mature, responsible, and hardworking. She is a great leader in class and the Japanese Cultural Arts Club. I could not ask for a better student. Okay. Casey Allums is a wonderful advanced math student whom I very much enjoy having in my class. Casey is enthusiastic, conscientious, and positive, and she truly exemplifies the term terrific teen. Destiny Ankalade is a hardworking and polite young lady who always strives to do her best in class. She goes above and beyond what is expected of her. Her positive attitude will take her far in life. Marlene Anderson was a terrific student to have in class, as she was always willing to help others with their Latin studies. She also helped the cross-country team with their recycling program by collecting can donations. She's a mature young lady who will handle adulthood well. Nathaniel Bales is a very thorough and conscientious student, one who assumes responsibilities and takes on some tasks on his own initiative. Nathaniel is always personable and of good humor, and he produces work of consistent quality and sophistication. Courtney Barnes is a terrific student who works incredibly hard, participates in class, and has a wonderful and chipper attitude. If she does not understand a concept, she does not hesitate to ask questions, a teacher's dream. She is very inquisitive about every new topic introduced in class. Haley Bowman is a phenomenal young lady who always gives 100% in class. She is eager to volunteer and participates in all activities. She is a model student and truly a pleasure to teach. Jake Bernard is a student who possesses excellent leadership qualities and is very active in CHS organizations. He works well with adults and peers. Most importantly, he represents our school well in the community. Mackenzie Benches is a very hardworking and dedicated student who always puts forth her best effort. She is a positive presence in all of her classes and is respectful to both her peers and teachers. She is wonderful. Donnie Butler pushes himself to achieve in my class. He never gives up or fails to turn in a completed project. He willingly asks questions in class, stays after school for assistance, and shows a genuine desire to improve his drawing skills through continued focus, effort, and practice. I look forward to seeing his continued success in school. Kimberly Shagnard is a student who is a pleasure to have in class. She is polite and friendly and is always willing to help others in need. Kimberly epitomizes the PBIS qualities of being respectful, responsible, and positive. Fallon Carbone is a remarkably self-reliant and respectful student. Her thoughtful comments and positive attitude benefit the entire class. I believe that Fallon's many fine qualities will take her very far in life. Ryan Cravetto has walked right into the leadership role of captain of the swim team. Ryan helps mentor new team members, gets along well with all swimmers, and leads warm-up exercises without delay. At meets, he assists the coaches and is always responsible, respectful, and positive. I am blessed to have Ryan in my class. Tracy Cure is a wonderful student because she displays true effort and compassion each day in physical education class. She participates in all class activities with enthusiasm, desire, heart, and compassion. She is a true joy to teach. Anthony Deal is an extremely hardworking and dedicated person. It has been a pleasure to serve as his coach in track and field, and I am looking forward to 3 more years of coaching Anthony to be the best athlete he can be. Benjamin Fields is an extraordinarily polite young man. He always gives his best effort on any assignment or test. His persistence and hard work set the standard for other students. Brooke Gagliano is an incredibly hardworking and motivated individual who always gives 100% regardless of the task. She is a role model for her classmates and an absolute pleasure to have in class. Jenna Gallardo is the most pleasant young lady who wears a smile to class every day. She is always willing to be helpful. Although Jenna sometimes finds French challenging, she works hard and completes all assignments in class. I enjoy having Jenna in my class. Kelly Gallardo is the most respectful and responsible student, and she continuously demonstrates these qualities. Of all the students I have ever taught in my years at Chalmette High, Kelly stands heads and shoulders above them all. She's a model of integrity and an overall amazing human being. Megan Gernon is an outstanding young lady. She constantly strives to do her best in class, and she never wants to settle for less. Even when Megan is not initially successful, she refuses to give up and insists on trying again. It is such a pleasure to have Megan in my class. Devin Garrick is an awesome student. His work in the classroom is always of the highest quality, as Derek puts extra effort into everything he does in class. He fits the bill as every teacher's dream: responsible, polite, and respectful. Heather Gilliott is an excellent student. She works hard every day to do her very best, and she helps her fellow classmates as well. She is a wonderful example of what motivation and hard work can accomplish. Madeline Jonfro is a wonderful student and is a pleasure to have in class. She always demonstrates a positive attitude and is a role model for all students. She excels in the classroom and on the job. Emily Jones always goes above and beyond what is expected in everything that she does. She is an excellent leader amongst her peers. Kaylin Jones is incredibly smart and motivated. She not only completes her work as perfectly as possible, but she inspires her classmates to do the same. Courtney Lang is a pleasant, polite, and helpful student who takes care of filing, sorting, printing, and taking pictures for the newspaper. She is always positive, respectful, and responsible. She is a pleasure to have in class. Vivian Lannis has shown tremendous growth in her attitude, effort, and motivation. This is reflected in her academics as well. Vivian goes out of her way to be kind and polite to peers and teachers alike. I am so proud of the progress she has made in just 1 year. Kaya Lawrence is a respectful, responsible student who goes above and beyond what is required of her. She participates in class discussions, puts forth her best effort, and is always willing to assist others. Taylor Lucas is cheerful, responsible, and motivated every day. She is always on task and has excellent manners. Taylor is also able to balance her academic life with her busy work schedule. I am proud to nominate Taylor for this honor. Kevin McGee is a student who is patient, self-aware, and kind to his classmates. In every interaction, I have found him to be polite, thoughtful, and even-tempered. He also has a great sense of humor and a solid work ethic. Lauren Maupin is a personable, intelligent, and self-motivated student who possesses strong ambition, great determination, and excellent focus that will certainly assure her success in future endeavors. An avid reader, Lauren has dedicated herself to learning as much as she can, not only about life, but also her greatest passion, writing. Sharon Mellerine is an awesome student, inside and out. In my class, she is always on task, completes all of her work, and tries to put forth her best effort. Love that I have her in my class. Savannah Montoya is an amazing student. She is the most polite and helpful young lady I have ever met. She is also very gifted and always willing to help anyone in need. She is the epitome of the word terrific. Kenny Wynn is literally a teacher's dream. He even apologizes when he does not know something, which is not very often. Kenny has made this year of teaching a rewarding experience for me. I cannot wait to see how much he will achieve in the future. Travis Wynn is one of the most positive, hardworking, and responsible students I have ever taught. He not only pushes himself to learn all of the subject matter in class, but he is also willing to help his classmates if they need help. Kelsey Nunez is a student who participates in class, works diligently, and strives to do her best, always. One of the ways that she demonstrates the ideal PBIS qualities is by maintaining eye contact with her teacher. It is very refreshing to have a student who is engaged in learning 100% of the time. I truly enjoy having Kelsey in my class. Brianna Palmer is a very polite, mature, and hardworking young lady who epitomizes the ideals of respect, responsibility, and positivity. She is committed to her schoolwork and her extracurricular activities. I am delighted to have her as a representative of CHS Book Chat Club. Jonathan Perez is always on task in class. He enhances our class lessons each day by reading to the class and participating in all activities. He often initiates deeper discussions among his classmates through his thoughtful questions and insightful comments. Brandon Phoenix is an outstanding addition to my class. He comes to class ready to work, focuses on the task at hand, and helps others around him to be successful as well. Brandon embodies the ideals of a terrific team. Dmitry Reshetnikov is a hardworking and dedicated student who continues to strive to improve his mastery of English. He is a thoughtful, personable, and inquisitive young man who I'm happy to have in my class. Skylar Rice is an excellent student and a motivated worker in class. He also possesses an awesome personality and is an absolute pleasure to teach. He is truly deserving of this honor. Rayon Robertson is such a positive force in my class at all times. I can always count on her to read, respond, pass out papers, and put materials away. Honestly, anything that involves being an awesome student, Rayon is already doing before being asked. She truly cares about her education and will do whatever it takes to be a successful adult. Kristen Rogers displays maturity beyond her years. As group commander for the CHS ROTC, she coordinates the participation of all ROTC students in every community service project that we undertake. Highly responsible only begins to describe Kristen's many positive qualities. Anna Samudio Gonzalez always comes to class prepared, ready to work, and with a positive attitude. She is a great role model for her classmates. Anna is a pleasure to have in class. Courtney Salzman is extremely bright, especially when it comes to literature. Her strengths include thinking critically and deeply about literature, writing convincingly and eloquently, and speaking articulately. Her college-level commentary sets a high bar that she is more than willing to help her peers reach. Whitney Simon is an awesome student who always works very hard at being successful in class. She is a positive role model and never backs down from a challenge. It is a pleasure having her in my class this semester. Keep up the good work, Whitney. Susan Stanich works hard, exhibits a great attitude, and is well prepared in class each day. She is always willing to ask for help in order to ensure her success. She is a very deserving recipient of this award. Amanda Stedman is a positive, respectful, and responsible young lady who comes to math class each day prepared to endure and persevere through calculus. Her kind and generous spirit and sweet smile truly make her a pleasure to teach and have in class. She is an excellent role model for her peers. Travandia Theodore is a self-motivated young lady who always strives for perfection. She comes to class every day prepared and ready to work. Her cooperative nature and impeccable manners make her a role model for her peers. Tiffany Treadaway is a talented performer who goes out of her way to be helpful to her teachers and fellow performers on a regular basis. She is a terrific young lady. Brittany Vandenboer is a hard worker She always tries her best. She helps others with her positive attitude and is excited to learn whatever she can about in all subjects. I have so enjoyed having Brittany in my class for the past 2 years. Cody White is an awesome young man who has shown interest and enthusiasm in the field of science. I look forward to his interactions with other students in class. He truly makes my job a joy. Sharonique Willis is an excellent group leader and a very hardworking student. She is always willing to help her classmates, and she keeps class discussions relevant and interesting. Kendrianne Williams is a pleasant and respectful student who is truly an asset to class. She is always on task and willingly helps both her peers and her teacher, even without a request for help. Kaylee Wilson is a hardworking student who always tries her best to achieve success in class. While working in groups, she is always eager to help her peers to be successful as well. Anisha Yule is a wonderful role model to other students in class. Anisha is always positive, prepared, and ready to take on new challenges. These qualities make her an ideal dance student. Jorge Zuniga has been a wonderful student this semester. He always puts forth the necessary effort to complete his schoolwork. In addition, he willingly takes the time to mentor and tutor other students who are struggling. Jorge is very respectful to everyone around him. I am very happy and proud to be his teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, our fall class of 2013 Terrific Teens. Thanks again to each of you for making Chalmette High such a wonderful place to come to every day, for me personally. Thank you.
We have several people that we'd like to thank before we go to lunch, and those people help put all this together. It doesn't just happen, believe it or not. It seems like a simple ceremony, but it really takes a lot of effort to get it right. We'd like to thank our librarians, Mrs. Peggy Swartz and Miss Brenda Boulware. Mr. and Mrs. Kassar help us tremendously. Mrs. Kassar will be helping upstairs with our luncheon. We have our student ambassadors who come to everything to volunteer to help us, and they do a wonderful job. Our cafeteria ladies who prepared the food today for us. We'd like to thank, in particular, our two groups who help sponsor this. We have the Kiwanis Club and ExxonMobil Chalmette Refinery. They truly are good partners to work with, and I really mean that. And we'd also like to thank a gentleman who helps us with the theater all the time and puts on all of our productions, and that's Fred Hebert, who's upstairs with us today. So thank you for all of the things that y'all do for us, and we truly do appreciate that.